हरि हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरु स्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते। नमोऽस्तुते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवैत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमित्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। कृष्णं वन्दे जगत्। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। बोलिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। नमः पार्वती पते हर हरि ओम हरि ओम। We'll chant from 13th verse. Shri Bhagavanuvāca Sarvakarmāni manasa Sannyasyāste sukham vashi Navadvare pure dehi Naiva kurvanna karayan न कर्तृत्वं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभुः न कर्मफलसंयोगम् स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते नादत्ते कस्यचित् पापम् न चैव सुकृतं विभुः अज्ञानेनावृतं ज्ञानं तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः मुह्यन्ति half ha and full ya, not muhyanti, muhyanti. Tena muhyanti jantavaha jnanena tu tadajnanam yesham nashitam atmanaha tesham adityavajnanam प्रकाशयति तत्परम् तद्बुद्धयस्तदात्मानः तन्निष्ठास्तत्परायणाः गच्छन्त पुनरावृत्तिम् ज्ञाननिर्धूतकल्मषाः विद्या विनयसम्पन्ने. See, A is a dirgha, so dirgha, little time. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini hastini shuni chaiva svapake cha pandita samadarshinaha Pandita Samadarshinaha. Sarvam Karmakhilam Partha Jnane Parisamapyate. So, the topic which is under discussion is of Vidvat Sannyas, Paramarthik Sannyas, Jnana Karma Sannyas, or Nididhyasan, or abidance in the self. And this topic will go from 13 to 20, 26, but 21st it is said after that. After 21st, there is some phalam mentioned of that. Some phal is there after 21st. So 26 this topic will be. So generally this is a topic of knowledge, and because the topic is of Brahman, so it's a little bit subtle and it may not be very gross for ordinary person to grasp. But we will try. What is the point here? That the kind of understanding we have about ourselves, understanding about yourself will define your desire and define your mood and define your future, in short. Understanding about yourself will define your desire, action, fruits of action, future. So most crucial factor in our life is what is your definition about you when you talk to yourself personally. Because people give different definitions to me. Some say you are a father, son will say you are a father, wife will say you are a husband, neighbor will say you are a neighbor. So we act accordingly as per the other person sees me. In front of a child, I'll behave like a father. In front of my mother, I'll behave as a son. In front of the doctor, I'll behave as a patient. I won't behave as a father of the doctor or son of the doctor. I'll behave as a patient. In front of the, supposing income tax officer is coming, so you'll behave as one taxpayer. He will say, show me your books from 1st March. Surprise check in the shop, they can come and they can show the card that I am the income tax sales tax officer and make a surprise test. So when surprise check is there, you cannot say, no, oh son, To the income tax officer, you can't say, "Oh son, I am 65, you are only 30-year-old. You are half my age. Don't check up on me." He is coming as an officer, not as a son-daughter. In India, it so happened there was one constable. Constable, understand, no? Police, simple, lowest class of police. And her daughter gave an exam of IPS, and she became superintendent of police in the same city. Her daughter. And first day in her, so this father had to come because all the constable had to see, and superintendent means boss of the whole city almost, SP. So he had to see. So when he came to see, he didn't come as a father. He came as he gave a salute. So it came in the newspaper that father, constable father salutes the superintendent daughter. So it was a touching moment, and she's sitting and he's giving the salute, presenting himself. She didn't mix the roles there. Don't mix the role. What you are expected to be at a particular time, be that only. Otherwise, you will be not playing the role properly. My point is very important. That generally when we live in the world, we have a lot of people seeing me from their angle and eyes. And I want to fit into their expectation or my duties there. So all the time I am trying to find out, okay, he is my son, so let me ask him, how is your studies going on? How was your marks today? You know? How was it? ये सब बात होती है. So I have to, always I am in a garb. I am in the dress what the society people give the dress, that I am behaving with the dress. But really speaking, supposing nobody is there around you, nobody, you don't want to answer to anybody, and what you think about yourself at that time. Just de-roll yourself. De-roll, not derail. De-roll. Try to take out all the roles for some time. And this idea is beautifully put in Kaivalya. It says, Atyashramastha saglendriyani niruddha bhaktya swagurum pranamya. Atyashramastha. When you are thinking about yourself in meditation, please go out of all ashram. And then, how will you meditate if I go out of my ashram room? Not this room ashram, but the code of conduct, brahmacharya ashram, sannyas ashram. Atyashramastha sakalendriyani niruddha bhaktya swagurum pranamya rit pundarikam vrijam vishuddham vichintam madhye vishtam vikushokam achintam avyaktam anandrupam shivam prashantam amritam brahmayonim. This is mentioned there. So how you define yourself, accordingly you will desire. After desire, you will have karma. After karma, you will have fruit of action. After fruit of action, you will have situation. So please see what you desire about yourself. What is your definition about yourself? You may think I was an unfortunate person. My father passed at early age, and therefore I was unfortunate. I had to work hard to make the ends meet. Now you define yourself like that. Take care. Now after you define yourself, now tell me what will be your desire. When you define yourself as an unfortunate person because of passing of the father at early age, after that your next desire will be Okay, let me now work with whatever I have. You have defined yourself wrongly. After that, you won't have a right mood. Wrong definition about yourself will not. People think I'm not in the right mood right now. I can't do this work. My mood is not right. Because you define yourself wrongly now. Passing of the father is not equal to unfortunate. And that we decide to put another robe on the eye. On the eye you have put on. So, moment you say, see, I don't have a car. I don't have a car. And therefore I am everywhere delayed. Or because of that, people don't give me that honor. Because I am a carless person. I am bekar. Or I am not married. When I go out, people ask me, where is your wife? I say, I am not married. Every time I have to tell them, I am not married. Although I am around 40 years. But still I am not married because I did not get anybody to marry. I am not a brahmachari, I am a bachelor. So, the difference between brahmachari and bachelor. समझ गए ना? हाँ. So, all that were not marrying doesn't mean they are brahmachari. Only if they are pursuing the path of truth, then they are called brahmachari. Otherwise, you are bachelor or spinster. Spinster, गलत बोल रहे हैं? ठीक तो बोल रहे हैं, spinster. हाँ. So, spinster, you are there. So you spin in somebody's life. So spinster हो गए भाई. When I define myself, after that your desire will like I should have got married. Or nobody listens to me. देखो आपने फिर बोल दिया. Or he takes me for granted. When you already thought he takes me for granted, after that you will have anger. Or he always misbehaves with me. You will always have a bad feeling. Or he is the only one who takes my care, then you will have attachment. Anything what you define, a subsequent emotion comes up after that definition. Your definition will take you to emotion, and emotion will take you to action, and action will take you to fruit of action. So it's a very hidden thing. Supposing you say, I don't have a car, but it doesn't matter. Not having many things I don't have, I don't need, I am not dependent on the car. If you don't treat the basic problem of your life, you will never be quiet. There is no point in changing the cloth. The disease, the skin does not change. Just because I have changed my coat to white to blue or blue to yellow, doesn't mean my skin will change. By changing the hat, your head won't change. By changing your hat or cap, whatever is there, one is hat, other is cap, both are different. Your head won't change. By changing the glasses, your eyes won't change. There is something else that we have to understand. And this is where Vedanta wants to give us, tries to rescue us from wrong understanding. Tell me, please get my point. Now when this topic came, from 13th verse onwards, this topic is there. And last day's Mr. Day's topic is there. And therefore, don't try to, if the problem is objective, please solve it objectively. Give a big gap between objective problem and subjective problem. I am feeling very cold. Put on sweater. Take somebody else's sweater. Or you can ask somebody, please lend me your sweater because I'm feeling very cold today, or I'm feeling hot. You take out the sweater. I'm feeling hungry. Go and have your food. Banana you all got or not? Achha. So Jimmy brought the banana. So I said, by gift to Tulsidas. He gave banana in the temple. She did not get banana. So you can still get banana and lemon. Lemon is also there. One banana is enough. Don't take too much of banana. You will have excess of potassium in your life. I think 1.5 banana is enough. If you have more, keep it. One day Guruji was there in his room, so he gave this much cashew nut as a prasad. So the person said, so much? He said, you don't have to eat in one day. So you eat it 2 times, 3 times. Cashew nut, don't eat too much. Don't eat more than 4 cashew nuts. It's high calorie and high cholesterol. You know? 4 cashew nuts are enough. If objective problem is there, solve it objectively. It's very hard bed. Okay, put some mattress if you can get a mattress. I feel a pain in my leg. Okay, give the medicine to the, put a balm. My point is, objective problem, don't make it subjective foolishness. Don't make a fool or a thoughtless person because of objective problem. Now leg has pain, therefore I am having a pain. This is a subjective foolishness. You think, for a 5 times you think leg has pain, I don't have pain. Just think. You will have another perspective about yourself. Leg has pain, I don't have pain. Leg has pain, knees are paining a lot. I don't have pain. Leg, are you experiencing? I'm experiencing the pain, but I don't have pain. And you say, lot of pain is, I am having lot of pain. My knees are having lot of pain. After that moment you relate to something, you are subject to be influenced a lot by something, by that thing. Howsoever anything may be. Make yourself that you are not very influenceable, you are not very gullible. This is he poisoned his ears. This person poisons his ears. Some close people poisoned. This ego is poisoning my eye. Subjectively, because I am seeing the leg and seeing the pain, anything is experienced. Experiencer and experienced are different. Simple decision. So when you talk, don't use the such Vedantic language. This is when you talk to you, I am repeating it. When you talk to doctor or some, you can say, okay, I have pain in my leg. But when you talk to yourself, because you talk a lot to yourself, then you have to change the terminologies and vocabularies. That today, these knees have a lot of pain. This knees. Today, this head has a lot of pain. Today, this body was insulted. He really looked down upon this body, not my body. The shift in your definition about yourself will make a very big difference in your sorrow and joy. And therefore I am saying, please have a big difference between the objective and the subjective. Don't mix it. They are not mixable. I am going to prove it again today. Well, every day you will go to bed. Yes. This way, when will we complete the text? 18th verse, we are there. How many are there? 29 verses are there. And we have another 7, 8 days. It will be completed. Don't worry about that. Okay. He insulted. Think like a Gyani. Well, but my habits are not like that. Try. Whole sadhana is to make something true which is difficult easier. Don't be in a flow. Be in the light. ठीक? He praised me. No, he praised the body. बहुत जल्दी don't jump to it. Protect, it's a sensitive area. You don't like anybody should touch you. You don't like anybody to touch your body. Somebody, stranger is there. Hey, how are you? So once you may tolerate, you say okay. But every time if he talks, unknown person, he touches, hello. So you say, please, I think, maintain distance. Don't touch me. Okay. How do you allow? Will you allow anybody to touch your liver? Well, I don't know my liver, where is it? I have not touched my liver. Packing is so tight. I don't know liver is where. What kind of organ is there? It is liver here, which side, left side, right side. You know liver, which side is there? Left or right? It is this side. This side. Like this shape is there. Like this shape is there. You cannot touch it. Even doctor wants to operate, you will say, you will think 10 times. Because I don't want anybody to touch my liver, my kidney. You don't want anybody to touch your lungs. Forget about touching body, you can tolerate for 1-2 minutes. But lungs, liver, well, I love you, I want to touch your liver. You don't know. I want to touch your kidney. I want to touch your, what is it called, pancreas. बोले मारेंगे भाग जाओ यहाँ से. Pancreas you want to touch. I also have not touched my pancreas. I don't know where is pancreas. Or I want to touch your large intestines. You don't allow anybody to touch. How do you allow anybody to touch your mind and touch your eye, which is core of your personality? When you want, no, I want to maintain distance, I don't like anybody should. Personally, I don't everybody should touch me. I'm telling about myself. Unless I want let anybody who you touch, कैसे हो भाई स्वामी जी और स्वामी यार ऐसा नहीं कोई बोल सकता और सब गले लग गए एक. I won't like that. Or anybody, one person was there touching my hair. अरे भाई जान न पहचान, you are touching my hair. Neither I will touch everybody. That birthday is there and long गले लग जाओ. No. Or you don't want to use somebody else's clothes also so easily. You don't want to eat somebody else's eaten food also. Unless you love somebody too much. How do you allow somebody to go on your eye? He gave me sorrow. Now he has access to your eye. And I'm telling you, normally your attention is, I don't like anybody to come in my room immediately. Anybody wants to come in your room, he say, okay, can I come in? Are you free? Something which is inner, you try to protect it in short. You don't like to come somebody going in your puja room and disturbing, or instead of you giving the bath, he gave the bath to your Lord. You don't like that. Or he took your God and said so nice. or he sat on your asana. Something which is intrinsic and closer. It happened many times. I am in, and he sat on my asana. Or Swamiji. Arre bhai, they don't know actually. The free space is there. How do you allow anybody to touch your eye? How do you have so easy access? Why did you say he gave me sorrow? That means what he gave sorrow, it has become on eye. Why you took on eye? This is the sadhana in Vedanta. ठीक है And now I am coming to the topic, tad buddhiyas tada. When you know to protect your eye, and then you master everything. Anybody is your master of somebody only when you are not allowing his thoughts, his behavior, his attitude to govern your mind, to govern your responses. I am still on the top. I am still heading that person. I am still heading that issue. We want to become head of the office, head of the family. But I have to become head of all emotions. When I say head, it means what he said is final. You have said, okay, keep quiet now. So when it is, I am the chairperson of my all emotions. I can stop it. I can start it. So you are not the victim I. Don't play the victim card. Hum bichare. Born in a family, poor family. Acha? Used to go and walk. This typical story of a person. Never we had two shoes in the same two shoes. And while going to the school, always a river comes to cross. So we had to cross the river. 40 students were crossing. I don't know why the teacher should have come this side. If the 40 student had to go there, teacher should come inside. पढ़ने जाते थे. And we had no lamp in our house. So under the street lamp, this is typically the example of the poor person. Under the street lamp, we used to go in the study. Why do you study in the day? These are the stories of those who have gone. अपने को victimize मत बना. This happened to me, and you don't, either you become a devotee or you become a self. Don't become a victim, because victim will ultimately become culprit. You feel victimized, after that you will become culprit. This is very understanding. I feel you made me, I am a victim of your behavior. After that, I will become a culprit. Now I will also take revenge. Don't feel I am a victim. Victim will become convict or a culprit. So try to go to the roots of the problem. And here Vedanta says, Tad Buddhaya, what their guru comes, Tad Buddhayas Tadatmana, then Nishthas Tatmana. Topic is subtle, your attention is required. Tad Buddhaya Tadatmana Tannishtha Tatparana Gachanti Apunaravartim Gyan Nirdhut Kalmasha. What knowledge Guru gives is Tad Buddhaya. If you remember, yesterday I was mentioning about deep sleep and waking sleep. Now I'll go to that matter little more, without getting too much of problem. Let us see if we can unravel the topic. Because satsang is very interesting. You know why? Because you are listening about your own real self. Any topic somebody says, you don't feel bored by talking on Gita. I said, do you get bored by seeing your face in the mirror? Something is very individual, personal, you don't get bored. Your face, nobody likes to see, but you like to see in the mirror. So many times you see. Whether you are old, young, good looking, with hair, You never say, I am tired of seeing myself in the mirror. If the mirror is there, you will definitely just go once, एक बार देख लेते हैं, ठीक है. And then you come out. When you come out of the room, definitely you just see your mirror, एक बार ठीक कर लेते हैं. तब आते हैं. क्यों? You don't do that, Asmita. You don't see the mirror. Doesn't appear from your hair. Your hairs are so well set, it is not possible you have not seen. देखो. Anyway, so we can make it. Everybody I can make it who is coming from where. So point is, please get the point. Point is the waking state. देखो ध्यान देना. Very important point. Vedanta says, please don't use the word world for some time. I will, instead of using the word world, I will use the word waking state. And that made a big difference. You know why? You are dreaming, supposing. Supposing you are dreaming. And you are dreaming that you have gone to America. And you have gone to, what is it called, Niagara Falls to see. And Niagara Falls तो गई होगी तुम लोग. हाँ तो इधर से कि Canada sides? Canada sides. इधर से भी तो इतना है. This side is also, but Canada side is better. So you went to the raincoat and all this. अच्छा. So you went for a Niagara Fall. And one fall is in Zimbabwe, Victoria Fall. This is also a very good fall. One of the best, I think, wonders of the world. Huh? Victoria Fall. So that is also very, I think why to go to America? We should, it's cheaper. So supposing you went to Niagara Falls. I have not gone to any fall. I have no need, I have no interest on these things. Good point is that. I have no interest in this thing. So, and you were enjoying in the dream. You were with your family or children or other people were there and you got wet and you came out and after the hotel you changed and everything is there. Very big fall is there and the road is there that goes near that fall and there you went and you got totally drenched. You started sneezing also and then you had some medicine. Some cold, I don't know what is that medicine, you took it and at least you said, let me rest, I'm very tired. After taking bath, I'm hungry also. Let me have a cup of coffee, tea. And you had cup of coffee, tea. And after that, you went to your lounge and you started having your dinner and all this. In that process, you woke up. What Vedanta says, he says, supposing this is a waking state, dream is not a part of the waking state. Generally, we think, I saw the dream in the waking state. Waking state is a container, dream is the content. I feel waking state was there and then I saw the dream in the waking state. And there's a big, you are not reading the life properly. You are only thinking waking state is only truth. If you experience content, you cannot experience content without container. If I am experiencing you, first I have to experience the hall, then I am experiencing this. If you are eating something, you have to experience bowl, then you can experience the ice cream or the fruit in it. You can't experience the food in the bowl without experiencing the bowl. You can't experience your bed unless you experience the walls of your room. If the dream state was in the waking state, a part of the waking state, you should have experienced waking space, and then in that waking space you see the dream also. But in the dream you are totally different space, different time, different country, different zone, different people. Therefore waking state and dream state are mutually exclusive. Only one thing was seen in waking and dream state. What? I. I was there also, I am here also. If I was a part of a waking state, I wouldn't have been seen in the dream state. Whatever is in the waking state, you don't see in the dream, you see a thought of that. So if I was in the waking state only, then I would not be in the dream state, because I am in the dream state and I am the one who carried the impression from the waking to the dream state. Therefore, I was also in the dream state, and because I carried the memory of the dream state into the waking state, therefore the same I was there in the waking state and the dream state mode, and therefore the same I was there. Nothing was common between two states other than this one. This is called Anvaya. There was a Vyatirek of the world, Anvaya of the I. Only what way? Anvaya. And what rek? Vyatirek. Okay. What is Anvaya, Vyatirek? We'll talk about. Don't understand. Okay. When I go to deep sleep, sir, if you say deep sleep is a content and waking state was a container, you would experience the container called the waking world in the deep sleep also. But neither you experience the dream in the deep sleep, neither you experience waking in the deep sleep. Therefore, the deep sleep is not in the waking and not in the dream, but there was one I, me was there in the deep sleep. And therefore this deep sleep state and waking state and dream state, all three are mutually exclusive states. It will take time to digest, but you have to hear. The shlok cannot be explained without all these concepts. Oh my God, yes. What to do now? Nothing. Why do I do something? Relax. Be on a spiritual holiday. This is your spiritual holiday time, spiritual free time. Satsang is spiritual free time. Not free time. The free time in which you are thinking about Atma, God, that is called spiritual free time. Not the picnic, material picnic. This is spiritual free time. I don't do anything, I have to make notes. Nothing, relax. Thank you. Nothing. I can write if I want, yes, you can write a lot. But do out of joy whatever you do. Don't do out of tragedy. Well, लिख लेते हैं. Notes I have to write. What will I write in the copy? These states are coming and going. Hello. If I say coming and going, question is comes from somewhere, goes into somewhere. Somebody says, I'm coming. So you ask from where? Well, I'm coming from the market. Okay. I'm going where? Home. Whatever, if you have experience of coming and going, where you don't come from the same place. And where you go to, you don't go to the same place. Supposing you say, I'm going from the ashram. Where? To the ashram. This is illogical. If you are coming in the ashram, I said, where are you coming from? From the ashram. No, you are coming in the ashram from the ashram. Are you crazy? If you say, waking state has come, it must have come from somewhere else other than the waking state. And if you say, dream came in my mind, dream has come from somewhere, which is not a part of the dream. And if you say deep sleep has come, it is not in from deep sleep. Deep sleep has not come. So waking, deep sleep and dream, they have not come from their respective. There is something else from where they have come. And where it has come, it has to go there only. I hope you are with me. I am not with you all the time. Then doing thought I mean. My thought and your thought should be on the same page. You should just follow what I say. And I'll follow what Bhagavan Krishna will say. We'll all follow God. That's right. So, one consciousness is there. In that, waking state is coming and going in me. Where from waking state came? From the neighbor. Neighbor is actual part of waking state. Waking state has come from me, goes into me. Dream came in me, went into me. Deep sleep came in me, went into me. And I am unchanged. But I think I am sad. You are not sad. Hold on. My life was a very big problem. Acha. Your living my life was a problem? Yes, my life was a problem. You are one of the entities in the waking state. Whole waking state is in you. Hello? Well, these are very high things. No, high or low is not a question. Is it true or not? We'll see later on high or low. Well, it is true, but I am too small for all. No, don't mix that. Your whole waking state is in you. You are not one entity, Piddimal, of this waking state. It is Churchurya Piddi that you think of one person whose name is, supposing, Jackie, who is working in some office, who is working in MTN. MTN समझते हो ना? मैं तेरा नहीं. It was not working, therefore it was, I am saying. Yesterday, I think, day before, it was not working. So उसने बोला मैं तेरा नहीं. In India, one service was called BSNL. अभी भी है क्या? है उसका. It was so much interrupted. Government service भगवान से भी नहीं लगता. Quite creative people are there. My point is that you are not a part, this entity what you call I. Like in the dream, similar its status is on that. This is a non-entity. It's a non-entity. It's the not true thing. You have not studied the whole thing. Remember, and let me tell you, if you want to conclude, please study the whole thing, then conclude. If you want to know about the ashram, you have to know the whole ashram. Then only you can know the ashram. You cannot know why garden is like that, why temple is like that. To have a conclusion, you have to have a complete picture of the whole thing. Why not temple was built in that direction? Why not this direction? Achha? Why Annapurna was in this direction? Why not in that direction? Why this is built? And why you are not changing it? See, why it is not possible to change now. Why it is not like that? If you get the right answer, you have to get the complete picture of whole. This is one law. I say this person is doing wrong, but why he is doing wrong? Let me investigate about his history, about his parents, about his upbringing, about his psychological habit, about what he has gone through in life. Let me understand, then we'll conclude about this. You hear this story of the cats in India. So when you start hearing that, you will have more sympathy. That then when they were childhood, when he was 8-year-old, then in his village, lot of dacoits came. And they shot everybody in the family. And this boy was left alone crying. This 10-year-old. And then he took a vow, I'll take a revenge with everybody. And then he went to the guns. And then he became a pickpocket. And he took a revenge. If you see complete picture, then you will feel, okay, I think he did the right thing. So many times, I'm not saying. But you understand everything in its completeness. You will have more peace. Peace is pervasiveness of your understanding. The disturbance is contraction of your understanding. You are only considering your entity in the waking state. You are not considered dream. You have not considered deep sleep. You have not considered the substratum on which these three states are coming and going. And you are saying sad. What is the relation between this entity, who I say I am happy, sad, and that I, in which all three are coming and going, coming and going, coming and going? Trishu dhamasu yad yam bhokta bhogyascha yad bhavet tebhyo vilakshana sakshi chinmatram sadashiva. Jagrit swapna sushuptishu yad prapancham yad prakashate tad brahmamiti jnatva sarva bandhai pramuchyate. Jagrit swapna prapanch adishu prapancham yat prakashate. One who is illuminating these three states. I am that. Now tell me, how can you be in time? How can you be in space? How can you be father? Because father has gone in the waking. Father, mother has gone. Twinkle and star have gone. How can you be husband? How can you be brother? How can you be man? How can you be woman? How can you be desirous entity? How can you say, I cannot live without you? You are living without whole waking state, sir. You are living without whole waking state. You drop everybody. It's your misconception, I can't live without you. This is what Vedanta is. But very difficult for me. Difficult, we will make it easy. You go the path of devotion, you do karma, no problem. But no, this is a state. This is where. So from world, I will use the word state. And this is called Tat Buddhaya. From a false effect, you go to the real and unmodifying cause. Now one more point. What point is there? One more point. If the waking state is coming and going in me, that means where waking has come, their dream has come, their deep sleep has come. And in this me, in this consciousness, there is no space, no time. It is Purnamada. If it is Purnamada, then these three states are superimposed. This will pervade that. Like the rope pervades the snake. If this was real, who? Waking state, then it would have influenced it. If film was real on the screen, after Titanic, the screen would have been wet. The film would have been wet after Titanic because the whole film was on, I think, I have not seen the film. On the ship, all around ocean must be there. Because you know Titanic, therefore. I'm not a film person, I hardly see anything. I have no idea. In my life, I have never seen any English movie. No, neither I have any interest of seeing any movie at all. But you talk about it, I hear from you all and talk about it. So if the film had influenced the screen would be wet, and then the dream will be having it will be wet kind of experience in that dream. And the deep sleep, you will have, I feeling Titanic. But after waking goes away, it's a fresh dream totally. You are sat and slept In waking, you woke, in the dream you had a nice, different dream. What a relief. And you had a deep sleep, totally rested. Although you were crying before you slept, and you slept, and totally you rested for 6 hours, and after you got up, it was totally new frame. And you got up, still some tears were there, but you felt happy. It was as if you went, visited your own self. That means this waking is not real. If it was real, please note, this is, supposing this is a plain glass, and I keep, it is a yellow color. And if I put it, the cloth becomes blue and yellow, depending on the color of that glass. Okay? But if it is ink, I cannot remove that. Ink will get soaked in the cloth. If waking state was a Visheshan and not a Upadhi, I would have changed after dream, after waking. I wouldn't have gone to the deep sleep because I cannot leave that experience. But you drop everything. Everything you drop. Once I was going in a train and somebody said, I love you so much. I cannot leave you for a moment. It happened. That person was here, I was here. He said, I cannot love you. I cannot leave you. And this and that. And slowly he said, he did like this. Because the trains are like lullaby. They need to rock. So therefore, you get a sleep there. Like that. I don't know what rocking has to do with the sleep. Children also, they don't go to sleep. ऐसे करते हैं, you have to make the child sleep. So Indian trains are like that. So, and when he slept, I said, hello, you love me? Well, yes. But he slept. I said, now when he loved, he forgets me. When he is sleeping, he has totally forgotten me. And he is not ready to listen to me also. If I wake him also, he said, let me sleep. How much you can love me? If you are in a deep sleep and I come and I wake you and I say, I love you a lot, let us talk, and you are in heavy sleep, you will feel very difficult to get up. You must be knowing this tamoguna is so strong at times. If you have not slept for supposing 1 day or half day, it's very difficult to be awake. When you have a jet lag, you go there and you don't know where you will fall asleep. In the drawing room you are sleeping. That means you have no relation with your waking state, including this body. This is called Tad Buddhaya. That means I am Anand, and time and space, I am pervading it. And therefore next slok comes, and a person is now Tat Parayana, and he sees himself. What? He sees the waking state coming and going in him. He doesn't see a part of that. And therefore I said, how you define will dictate your emotion. And your emotion will dictate your responses. Now he is reveling here only. You may see him. When you see saint, they are sitting like that. Ordinary person will think, why don't you work? The saint will say, who will work for whom? You are thinking like that. With this background, I hope. So, 2 conclusions. One is you are different from the whole body and on the world. And second is, whole world is nothing but consciousness expressing in various ways. My another name is you, and your another name is mine. Mine another name is you. My name is Rajesh, your name is Suresh. Suresh's another name is Rajesh. Rajesh's another name is Suresh. Me alone is expressing as Rajesh, Suresh, Dinesh. And therefore next shlok says, Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastani Shuni Chaiva. Very beautiful shlok. Shvapakecha Panditaha Samadarshina. Those who are Pandit, not the Pandit who perform puja. That is called Karm Pandit. One is Jati Pandit, Karm Pandit. Here we are talking of Swarup Pandit, Gun Pandit. Here Panda word in Gita has come in the knowledge. Panda Buddhi, who has the knowledge of the self. 3 times Pandit word has come in Gita. One is 2.11. Pandita Samdarshina. Jnanagni Dagdat Karmanam Tamahu Panditam Buddha. And here Pandit word has come. Who is a Pandit here? Who sees please see, in the Brahmin, who is endowed with knowledge and humility. Number 2, in the bolo, Gavi. Gavi means cow. Number 3, Hastini. Hastini means elephant. Number 4, Shuni, your favorite, dog. And 5th, Shwapak. Shwapak means eater of dog, Chandal. In all, one who sees same. Other person will feel he's mad or what? Where is Brahman, where is dog? Where is elephant and where is cow? How can he see the same in that? I can say there is same God in all. This I can accept. Are you trying to say that same Lord Krishna is there in all? So they will make fun to photograph. So one Brahmin will be there with the books and his stuff also there. Then one cow is also there. One elephant is also there. And dog is also there. And eater of dog is also there. And in all other, Lord Krishna's photo is inside. This is not the meaning here. It's also okay. Not bad. It is all fine. Here meaning is, tell me, in the dream, you are not the dog. In the dream, you are not the cat. In the dream, you are not the chandal, one who is eating the meat. Well, in the dream, yes, in the dream, you saw somebody killing the dog and eating the dog meat. That's called chandal. Shuni, Shwapak is called. And you are supposing elephant is there. And you saw cow is also there. And you saw Brahman is also there. All 5 you saw in the dream. Now I ask you a question. Are they different than you? This is the samdarshana. This drishti, samagra drishti. He is not thinking that I am only one person. He is my family people. He is my wife. He is my son. She is my second daughter. And we belong to this family. My father's name was Radhe Prasad. My mother's name was Janki. Achha. My grandfather's name was Krishna Chandra. And my grandmother's name was Shanti. We belong to that family that lived in Odisha, in India. And from Odisha, Bhubaneswar, we came here as a cook. Achha. And then we are working here. We have a very small introduction. And here it is said, same self is in all. I hope you are getting that. So, this is the Jnani person. Therefore, somebody asked Mokalpur Baba, who are you? He said, I am the one who is in the mosquito. I am the one who is in the dog. I am the one who is the worm. He never told his name. Mokalpur was the name of a place. So he was known as Mokalpur ke Baba. नाम जानते नहीं कोई, फिर कुछ भी बोलो मोकलपुर के बाबा. उनकी दृष्टि देखो, महात्मा इज वन हु इज सीइंग. We also see the world, you also see the world. But from where you see is different. Whole thing is from where you see. If I say, why house is small or big, so question is from where you are seeing. From the flight you see the whole house is tiny tot. And from your house, you see it is very big. From angle of, suppose an ant is seeing you, ant sees you as Virat Purush. Supposing ant sees you, so for ant, it's very big. Ant lifted his head, अरे बाप रे, इतना बड़ा आदमी. And you are sleeping, and on your top, supposing cockroach comes or so they'll say it's a hill station because it is very big. It is because it is seen like that. पहाड़ है ये तो. 6 hours it took to climb from the bottom to the top. From where you see, if from that seer you see the whole world, there is Jnani's vision. Ordinary person is very wrong in saying he sees from I see as you look me. You are looking very young. Thank you. No, I feel young. You are looking very aged today. Me? Yes. Age is coming on you. No, not age. I regularly dye my hair. So, no, but still you look aged. Really? I got promotion today. Acha, the world will decide me now. I have become husband because wife is now calling me husband. He's looking down upon me, therefore I am feeling down. He is looking down upon me. I'm not bad. You think I'm bad? I'm not that bad. Foolish. I'm not that bad. I want to be big in your eyes. I have got a bigger house now. And I have a very nice drawing room. You can see what drawing room I have. This is worldly person. He hops from one wrong eye to another wrong eye. He jumps from one prison to another prison. Mahatma is not like that. His eyes are on only one issue. One point is most important. One point is most important. Only one point. Either God or this substratum. If you are Bhakti Margi, say, for me Ram is more important. Krishna is more important. Khatam karo baat. Topic over. Everything is all has importance, not more important than my God. If you are Gyan Margi, this is the eyes of the Mahatma. Jnananjan shalakaya chakshurun militam yena. I told you the story. Same Mukhalpur ke Baba, he went to the king. Remember that? Don't remember? In that night he walked. He was in Kashi, Varanasi. And the king was not prepared. He was having his ring dance. Women were dancing. And that to Mahatma came. And that to no clothes on the body, one small loin cloth. Abhi dar gaye? Bole Maharaj. And the governor, chalu karo dance. And dance was going on. He said, give me money. Aur de do paisa inko. Aur paisa de do. The king got so scared. He said, tomorrow you will have bad news. That Sadhu Mahatma is seeing the dance of such a woman. So he went, he said, Mahatma ji, let us go somewhere else. These women are not of good repute. They are not having good name. He said, who? He said, this woman, this is not a good girl. He said, this is Saraswati. Who told you she is a woman of bad repute? बोले बेटा हम तो सरस्वती का नाच देख रहे थे. ये आंख होती है उनके पास। तुमको बोले क्या बदनाम हो जाओगे? क्यों? इतनी अच्छी तो है वो सरस्वती। प्रणाम किया तो रोने लगा। उसके बाद started crying. ये महात्मा होता है। He started crying. He said, how did you say Saraswati is not having good name? See how she puts her hand, how she is putting her eyes. ये महात्मा होता है। You don't know what he is seeing. You will see that as I see, similarly he is also seeing. But he is not seeing what you are seeing. Both are seeing the same, but from where they are seeing is different. Samdarshina. More we will see tomorrow. Om Har Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की, कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, 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 हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ